Hello, everybody. Welcome to Raising Siposetu. Welcome, you guys. Listen, if it's your first time on this channel, press the subscribe button because listen, we have some fun on this channel. Listen, you guys, I haven't forgotten that I have to show you how the back support thing worked out for Sipo. On the day that I was trying to take that video, we had load shedding and then the video didn't work out. But I'm going to show you how that it actually didn't work. We have to adjust the belt, but I'm going to show you how we're going to do that. Okay. I know there was somebody who asked me to show them how we use the back support belt. Ne? So, guys, this video is inspired by the video that I saw on Sims Rights channel where they were talking about tax, since it is a tax season, you guys. And I know there's one thing that a lot of people do not know, especially people that have kids with special needs and kids with any kind of disabilities, or you have somebody in your life that you are the main person that is financially responsible for that person when it comes to their needs relating to their condition. If you are that person, whether it's your mom, your sister, whatever, whoever is the person that has a disability or has a special need, and there's medical expenses that you are responsible for, there is something that you need to know when it comes to tax, you guys. Okay, number one, for this information to be relevant to you, you have to be somebody that is a pay as you earn payer. Pay as you earn, meaning that you are working and your employer deducts its tax from you and pays it over to SARS. You know, there is a pay as you earn. You pay it takes according to how much you earn at work. So you have to be somebody that is working and pay as you earn. I do not think that this information applies to people that pay taxes through their businesses, but you can go to SARS and find out. Okay, here's the thing, you guys. So, like me, I have Usiposetu, she has special needs, meaning that Usiposetu cannot go to a school. Like, I wouldn't, there's a school right here, you know, like 2 minutes walk, there's a school right here. Usiposetu will not be able to go to that school, you know. So, for her to go to school, I have to find a special school that is probably not going to be closer to here, and then I have to pay for transport to get her there. There are needs in that school that they would. There's a list that they're probably gonna give me to say it's supposed to need these things, and those things she's gonna need because she is a special needs child. So there are expenses that as a special needs mom or somebody that takes care of somebody with special needs you incur because of their condition. You know, there's nappy. For an example, she's 12 years old, but she's still on a nappy because of her condition. I wouldn't be buying nappies had it not been for her condition. There's expenses like that. There's medications. There's doctors. There's therapy sessions that I have to pay for. Sometimes cash. So all of those expenses, you guys, you can go to SARS. You have to keep all of those slips throughout the year, and then you can go to SARS. There is a form that you fill, number one, that they give you that you complete. Where you declare that your whoever that you're taking care of has a medical condition. You take that form to a medical specialist, like hair therapist, a physiotherapist completed it for me. It can be a doctor that diagnosed your child, or whichever is the person that you're taking care of. They complete that form. You submit it once to SARS to declare what you do have somebody in your life that has special needs. Then every year, all of those expenses that you incur throughout the year in relation to that medical condition, anything that you pay for, guys, that you would not pay for had it not been for the condition. Like I say, it's a school, so they look at the fact that okay, had Sipotsete gone to the school, how much would they pay here? How much would I pay here, but how much am I paying there? And then there's a formula where they calculate how much they can deduct from my tax, for an example. Transport as well. If she was going to a school here, she would walk to school, but if she's going to that school, I have to pay for special transport. The fact that I have to pay for a caretaker, if it was just under normal circumstances and she's 12 years old, I probably wouldn't even need somebody to take care of her. That also counts. The nappies, the medication, the expenses relating to the wheelchair, the expenses, even the what I paid for that belt. Because of if I can prove that she needed that belt, like if a medical practitioner can say yes, she needed that belt because of her condition. So I have a box like this. Okay, we have a box like this. You can just create your own box where throughout the year, because it's tax season is from 1 March to the following year, end of Feb. So the whole time, anything that I spend on, I pay for, because they need those slips. I just put in this box, I put in this box. End of tax season, and I submit all of my slips with all of my medical certificates from my medical aid and from insurances. Like when tax season, when the tax year ends. Not tax season. Tax season is something. When the tax year ends at the end of Feb, they will send you all of those and your IRP5, all of my documents. I send it to the. For me, I've got a person that does submit the submissions for me for my tax. Because I just felt like it was complicated, and I was referred to him by my friend who also has a child with special needs, and she had also found out about it. Okay, so then I contacted them. They do they take all of your slip, your pay, whatever, they calculate it, they submit the tax for you, and then you pay them 10%, plus I think now they charge 500, 10% of whatever you get as a tax refund from sales, plus 500, I think 500 or 600 rand. Usually they charge like that. So it's a flat rate of 500 rand for him to do the tax for you, plus 10%. However, you guys, you do not have to use a tax specialist for that. You can actually go to SARS yourself and say, listen, I've got somebody in my life that has a disability, and I'm incurring some expenses because of that, and then they will tell you what to do. But one thing you have to make sure you do is that between the 1st of March and the end of February the following year, you can keep the slips. Let's just say that right now this is the first time you find out this information, because Nami, at some point a few years ago, it was the first time I found out this information, and you still have your records of how much you spend. Sometimes, a lot of the times, you have stuff in on your emails, on your phone, on your bank statement. You have records of how much you've paid for school fees, how much you've paid for transports, and if you have those records, and you did not know that you can claim part of those expenses as a deduction from SARS, but you have the records, you can still go right now and ask for that form and complete it, and take it to a medical practitioner and complete it, take it back to SARS and take those slips and whatever, the receipts, and submit to SARS, and they can backdate them. There is a year actually where I got money from, like, the past, it was the past maybe 2-3 years, because I hadn't submitted that because I did not know. One thing you need to know is that you have to be an income taxpayer, meaning that you work and you pay as you earn. That's one. So if you are somebody that is unemployed and doesn't pay tax anyway, so it wouldn't be applicable to you. I am not sure about people that have that pay tax as companies or businesses, but you can find out. But I do not think that it's applicable to them, but you can go and find that out. So, and number two, you have to have all of your receipts, and it has to be all of the expenses that relate to the person that you're taking care of, and that you would not incur had it not been for had it not been for the fact that the person has the condition that they have. Guys, I'm telling you, like, every year I do that around June, August. Then, when we're submitting the tax, then sometimes I get almost all of my income tax that I have paid on my pay slip. If it's not all, it's almost. So it's worth it, you guys, especially because there's so much expenses that we have when our kids have special needs. So please, guys, if you have a special needs child and you are somebody that pays income tax, go and find out from SARS how they can assist you. I've watched so many videos of people talking about tax, and they always leave that part out, because I do not think that a lot of people know about it. If you do want me to give you the contact of the person that does my tax, I can do that too. It's a person in Joburg, but it doesn't matter where you live, because I live Peter Maritzburg. I just send him my slips. He works through emails and all of that. Very honest person, guys. Like even if you go to sites and check how they've submitted for you and all of that, you never find anything funny. And he will show you also how he's done it, and then he will submit it for you, and you will get a message. Okay, this is how much you're going to be refunded, and then you pay him. And I've done that for a few years now, and it always works for me. So please don't miss out on that, guys. I know how expensive it is to take care of people with medical conditions. So take this opportunity as well, because maybe usars uhleli nemali yakho laphaya. Go ahead and check that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, you guys. Anyway, nizombona usipho soon. Come and zombona nini. It's hard to do a vlog when we're just in the house. But I know ukuthi nimkhumbule, so ngizonikhombisa yena very soon. Thank you so much ukuthi nibuke, ngithanda kakhulu.